Welcome to Hanover Age-Friendly Business Initiative, Module 1, Intro to Age-Friendly. Module Objectives. At the end of this module, you will be able to define an age-friendly community, recognize how this impacts Hanover, explain the role of the Hanover Age-Friendly Advisory Committee, identify what makes a business age-friendly, describe the benefits of an age-friendly business. What is an age-friendly community? Definition: in an age-friendly community, the policies, services, and structures related to the physical and social environment are designed to help seniors age actively. In other words, the community is set up to help seniors live safely, enjoy good health, and stay involved. How does this impact Hanover? The makeup of our community is undergoing a fundamental shift as the baby boomer generation matures into older age. Recent census information shows there are a greater number of older adults aged 65 plus than children under the age of 15. In Hanover, similar trends are occurring. Statistics show Hanover's population of older adults is above both national and provincial averages. This is important to consider as age-friendly communities in both urban and rural settings are essential components to the health and well-being of older adults and the broader community. Hanover Age-Friendly Advisory Committee. In anticipation of the growing aging demographic, Hanover has an age-friendly advisory committee that works with residents, organizations, and our business community to ensure Hanover is ready to meet the changing needs of a growing, aging population. Age-Friendly Hanover Age-Friendly Advisory Committee. The business sector plays a vital role in meeting the needs and demands of everyone. Everything from food, clothing, shelter, medical and personal care, home maintenance, and many other services are needed. A priority of the committee was to create an age-friendly business initiative to create awareness to better serve our aging population and meet their potential needs. Identifying what makes a business age-friendly. An age-friendly business is one that welcomes older adult consumers and uses tactics to work towards meeting the needs of this diverse, fast-growing, and economically powerful consumer base. The Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, AODA, was developed to make Ontario more accessible by removing and preventing barriers for persons with disabilities. This is part of the government's mission to offer full accessibility to all disabled Ontarians by 2025. While an age-friendly business is not the same as the AODA, they do share many of the same goals. Age-Friendly Hanover Age-Friendly Advisory Committee. Depending on the nature of your business, the specifics will probably be unique. However, there are some elements of age-friendliness that are common for all: respect, comfort, safety, visibility, accessibility, and service. Recognizing spending power. While some older adults are on a fixed retirement income, others have a more disposable income with cash flow. According to Statistics Canada, baby boomers are the wealthiest generation in Canada, and they are economically powerful as their houses are often paid for and they have savings. An age-friendly business welcomes older consumers and capitalizes on meeting the needs of this fast-growing and economically powerful consumer base. Benefits of an age-friendly business program. Gain an advantage over your competition by positioning your business to target the fast-growing mature market. A better understanding of how to improve your business's age-friendliness. Customer service improvements through a greater awareness among staff. enhanced business reputation and goodwill. It's the socially responsible thing to do. Designated age-friendly businesses will be included on Hanover's age-friendly website. Older adults often shop at non-peak times, which can help offset any downtime. Older adults are a diverse consumer base with a variety of consumer needs. They are likely to become loyal customers, which can translate into repeat business and increased sales. Designated age-friendly businesses will receive recognition, including a certificate and window decal that allows you to showcase your commitment and success to the community and consumers. Top 10 low or zero-cost ways to encourage older adults to become patrons. 1. Keep entrances and exits free of dirt, snow, leaves, clutter, and other obstacles. 2. Ensure staff are aware of the needs and challenges faced by these customers. 3. Place products on shelves that are accessible or provide help to reach items. 4. Offer a phone-in or online ordering system with delivery or curbside pickup. 5. Offer extra customer service tools, for example, a drink of water, magnifying glass, and pen and paper at the service counter to provide an alternate option for communication. 6. Sell products in portion sizes that are tailored to older adults. 7. Have a place where customers can sit and rest. 8. Allow customers to use restrooms. 9. Provide the ability to contact your business by phone. Provide a person at the end of the telephone. 10. Signage. Use large, easy-to-read lettering and good contrast. Example: this way out. Include pictograms as much as possible. Age-friendly business is good business. An age-friendly business is people-friendly, appealing to all ages and abilities. As an integral part of the community, businesses can be key in making a community more livable and engaged. Businesses should strive to meet the needs of all individuals of all ages and abilities. Every community, neighborhood, and business is different. We all retain a different range of abilities as we age. Some residents may be active and fit. Others may have disabilities. Some may have chronic health conditions. Some may be living with reduced mobility, reduced vision, or other conditions that come with aging. It is important to determine what accommodations would work best for your business. 5 key areas an age-friendly business considers: communication and customer service, comfort, walkways, entrances, and parking, training for employees, respect. Additional tips for consideration: place yourself in the shoes of someone else, an older person, someone with reduced mobility, sight or hearing challenges, or dementia. Look around and try to examine your business from their perspective. Assess the various aspects of your business. Some will be tangible, such as physical structure. Others will be intangible, such as the conduct of staff and the service they provide to customers. Become an age-friendly employer. Older workers are often a highly skilled workforce and can provide experience and expertise to your workforce. Consider offering flexible work hours, part-time positions, job sharing, snowbird programs. Recognize the needs for improvements in minor areas. Don't discount these. Actions to become age-friendly don't necessarily need to be large and expensive. Many small actions can add up to a big impact. Examine your advertising, information materials, and website. Is your information easy to understand and read? Gain first-hand opinions. You might consider asking an older adult to help you with the assessment to gain an alternative perspective. You could ask this person to be a secret shopper with the goal of assessing the age-friendliness of the customer experience. Module 2. Communication and Customer Service. Who are the older customers? It is important to understand who our target audience is to best serve them. While there is no true definition of a senior, the term senior often refers to someone who is 55 or older, but ages will vary depending on the source. Many programs begin offering senior discounts at age 55, while other individuals consider seniors to be 65 plus years old, as this has been the most common age of retirement. The reality is, seniors can be active, healthy, and high-functioning, or they can have health, mobility, visual, hearing, or cognitive issues regardless of their age. Speaking of senior discounts, Tuesday is Senior Day in downtown Hanover. Many businesses offer discounts anywhere from 10 to 20% off on Tuesdays. Why is good customer service important? Good customer service is important because most customers return to businesses that treat them well, and retaining customers costs less than attracting new ones. They, in turn, tell others about the service they received, and those people may try new places when they hear good things. In this way, customer service directly affects your bottom line. Effective communication or customer service tips. Be friendly and polite. Respond timely. Practice active listening and patience. Speak slowly and clearly. Make or maintain eye contact when appropriate. Clearly identify staff with uniforms and/or name tags. Be friendly and polite. When attending to customers, it is important to create a friendly atmosphere. This helps customers feel relaxed, which can be helpful if they're coming to resolve an issue they have with the company or its products or services. It also communicates to the customers that they're important to the organization. Do this by smiling, greeting customers enthusiastically, and using respectful language during your interactions with them. Respond timely. Attending to customers immediately after they contact you communicates you have respect for them. This helps de-escalate tense situations and also encourages customer loyalty. It is best to respond to a customer as soon as possible. If you're unable to respond immediately, ensure the response time doesn't exceed 24 hours. Businesses can list their customer service department's operating hours on their websites or in other publications. Practice active listening and patience. Active listening helps you to understand the complaints of the customer properly. This understanding is essential for providing effective solutions. By listening to the customer's complaints, suggesting effective ways to improve the product or service, and helping to ease the situation by being engaged and invested in what the customer is explaining. Communication or marketing tips. Make your marketing materials available in a variety of formats, such as newspapers, community newsletters, online, bulletin boards, etc. Make websites easy to navigate with zoom and text resizing features. Use large, sans serif font types like Calibri, Arial, or Helvetica for signs, printed materials, and websites. It is recommended that the font be at least 12-point size or higher. Use simple, clear designs with bold colors. Post easy-to-read signage in a prominent location. Module 3. Comfort. Offering a comforting experience can be crucial to retaining a senior as a customer. While going to an appointment or shopping may be an everyday event for many, these outings can be increasingly stressful for seniors. Some tasks, such as walking or standing for long periods of time, opening heavy doors, bending over to grab items on bottom shelves, lifting heavy bags, and counting money, can be daunting tasks. Simple ways you can help senior customers adjust to today's shopping experience. A comfortable area to sit while waiting. Chairs that have arms for those who need to push themselves up and will accommodate customers of larger stature. Easily accessible customer washroom. Adequate, glare-free lighting. Space chairs and tables so assistive devices such as mobility walkers, wheelchairs, and people with helpers accompanying them can easily navigate around. Furniture should be high contrast in color to the floors and walls. Offer to help with bagging or carrying out purchases when possible. Lighting. Lighting is extremely important to visibility, clarity, and overall comfort for patrons. As we age, physical changes and visual impairments occur, which make it more difficult to see in low light. Here are some tips for better lighting. Make the most of natural lighting. Maximize alternate lighting sources, as opposed to using one light source. Avoid lighting that leaves shadows. Illuminate staircases and steps. Printed material. Printed material, such as signs, receipts, contracts, invoices, price displays, and store directions, can be difficult to read. All material should follow the AODA guidelines. Tips for easy-to-read material. Use large sans serif font types like Calibri, Arial, or Helvetica for signs, printed materials, and websites. Font should be at least 12 point size or higher. Use high contrast colors for text and background. Less is more. Keep it simple with clear designs. Place signs at eye level for those using wheelchairs. Post easy-to-read signage in prominent locations such as washrooms, stairs, exits, entrances, and store aisles. Use appropriate images to illustrate information. Signs should have a matte, non-glare finish. Don't overuse color. Noise. Loud, unwanted, or excessive sounds can be distracting for customers and make interactions difficult between staff and customers. Background music should be absent or low enough in volume so customers can hear conversations clearly. Having a quiet area for private conversations or for one-on-one customer care can be an added bonus to your business. Helpful tip. If you are struggling to communicate effectively with a client who is hard of hearing, have a pen and a pad of paper handy and try writing information down for them. This can help them better understand you. Module 4. Safety. Walkways, entrances, parking, and more. Think about the space around the entrance to your business. Are your entrances accessible to people who use wheelchairs and walkers? Are they safe for seniors to use? Evaluating your environment can help to identify areas that may impact the comfort and safety of seniors. Consider the following areas: walkways and aisles, entrances and doorways, parking, sidewalks, curbs. Accessibility and safety. The following are examples of features that enhance the accessibility and safety of your entrances and walkways. Have sturdy handrails on either side of the stairs or ramps. Consider non-slip surfaces. Use ramps or flat entryways. Ensure parking lot and walkways are free of ice, snow, and other obstructions such as litter, potholes, or debris. Offer accessible parking spaces close to the entrance. Keep floors clean and dry, and clean up spills promptly. Make seating available immediately inside and outside of the entrance for someone in a wheelchair or scooter to be dropped off or picked up. Never leave stock on the floor. Keep walkways and aisles clear of obstructions. Fall prevention. Accessing your work environment is extremely important to the safety of all patrons, but especially senior patrons. About 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 and half of adults over the age of 80 fall at least once per year. Falls are the #1 reason for injury-related hospitalization, emergency department visits, and death for older adults in Canada. Falls are multifactorial, meaning many different things contribute to our risk of experiencing a fall. Age, medications, strength and balance, vision, substance use, diet and exercise, indoor or outdoor hazards, and medical conditions are just a few. Ways to improve your walkways and aisles. Walkways should be clear. Avoid cables and cords that run across the walkways and aisles. Keep stock off the floor. Consider restocking shelves after hours to allow a clear path through aisles. Consider wider aisles to allow for carts, walkers, and mobility chairs to pass each other comfortably. Ways to improve your entrances. Ensure that all entrance points are easily visible by utilizing adequate lighting and signage. This includes ensuring any accessible entrances are clearly marked with the international symbol of accessibility. Having flat entryways on the ground level is ideal. If your entryway includes stairs or ramps, be sure to have sturdy handrails on either side. Consider non-slip surfaces at entrances. Ways to improve your doors. Automatic doors allow people to pass through a door with ease. They offer convenience to everyone, including those with reduced mobility and strength, shoppers carrying bags, and those utilizing wheelchairs, walkers, canes, or shopping carts. For manual doors, make sure doors aren't too heavy or difficult to open. Consider offset hinges that allow doors to swing completely out of the person's path through the open doorway. Ways to improve your parking areas. Parking lots should be well lit. Designate accessible and seniors parking spaces near entrances. Ensure painted parking lines and directional markers are visible. Parking lots should be repainted every 18 to 24 months or sooner if you notice excessive wear. Utilize large and clear print on parking signage. If your business location permits, have a pickup and drop-off area. These areas should be clearly marked and, if possible, sheltered. Parking lot pavement should be smooth and without major cracks, bumps, or potholes. Consider the following with sidewalks and curbs. Familiar trend? Lighting. Sidewalks need to be well and evenly lit. Curbs should have an area that is cut and sloped to allow for a seamless transition from the parking lots and roadways to the sidewalks. This allows all shoppers, including those utilizing carts, walkers, and wheelchairs, to easily access your location. Ensure those curb cuts are clearly marked with yellow paint. A strip contrasting in color and texture should be used at the top and bottom of ramps to alert persons with impaired vision. Weather hazards. Parking lots, walkways, entrances, and sidewalks can quickly become hazards in poor weather conditions. Ensure parking lots, walkways, entrances, and sidewalks that are part of your business's property are cleared of snow, ice, and other hazards. Use salt and sand to limit slip and fall hazards. Snow removal, salting, and sanding may need to be done numerous times throughout the day. Actively monitor conditions to protect customers, employees, and yourself. Module 5. Accessible Environment. An accessible environment provides equal opportunity for persons with disabilities to acquire the same products and information, access the same places, engage in the same interactions, and enjoy the same services as persons without such disabilities. Disabilities common in adults 65 years and older include physical or mobility issues, vision impairment or blindness, deaf or hearing impairment, cognitive impairment. It's important to note that many disabilities may not be visible and not always obvious at first. Here are some resources to check out to assist further in meeting accessibility standards. The Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, AODA. Its recommendations identify, remove, and prevent barriers for people with disabilities. Accessibility Services Canada. Accessibility Services Canada is an industry leader in accessibility training for individuals and teams of public and private organizations. Links are available in the resource section found on the Hanover Age-Friendly website. Serving customers who are visually impaired. In some cases, it may be difficult to tell if a person has a vision disability, while others may use a guide dog or white cane. When greeting the person, identify yourself and introduce others who may be present. Speak directly to the customer. Answer all questions verbally. Nonverbal communication such as nodding and pointing in a direction may not be noticed. Never touch your customers or their service animals without their consent unless it's an emergency. Be specific and direct with your information. Offer your elbow to guide. Then walk slightly ahead at a slow pace. Be sure to excuse yourself first to the person before stepping away. Hearing loss is common in older adults. When speaking to a senior with hearing loss, consider your environment and the natural noise and background noise that accompanies it. Speak normally, clearly, and directly. Be sure to enunciate well and gesture with hands and facial expressions. This can help those with hearing loss, as many combat their hearing impairment by lip reading. Be patient. Don't interrupt and don't finish the customer's sentences for them. It's okay to ask for clarification. Try repeating back what you heard. Do not try to guess what your customer said. If the client is using an interpreter or TTY line, speak to the customers using an interpreter. Writing down information can be an effective and helpful tool when communicating. Serving customers who are deaf-blind. A person who is deaf-blind cannot see or hear to some extent. Most people who are deaf-blind will be accompanied by an intervener, a professional who helps with communicating that involves touching the person's hands. Tips for serving a customer who is deaf-blind. Speak directly to the customer. Identify yourself to the support person. Some people who are deaf-blind have partial sight or hearing, while others have neither. The person will explain to you how to communicate with them, sometimes using an assistance card or a note. Don't touch or address service animals. They are working and have to pay attention at all times. Never suddenly touch a person who is deaf-blind or without permission unless it's an emergency. For more great information and tips to consider when serving a customer with vision or hearing impairments, visit the site shown below, accessible in our resources section. Understanding dementia. What is dementia? Dementia is a progressive neurological condition that impacts cognitive function, memory, and daily tasks. Common forms include Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, Lewy body dementia, and frontotemporal dementia. People with dementia encounter memory loss, confusion, communication challenges, and behavioral changes. Around the world, millions of people are affected by dementia. Projections suggest there will be a drastic increase in the number of people affected with dementia worldwide. Alzheimer's disease stands as the most prevalent form. Dementia's consequences extend to families, caregivers, and healthcare systems, resulting in heightened care demands and costs. 10 signs and symptoms of Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. 1. Memory loss that disrupts daily life. A customer walks out of the store without paying for items, or A customer calls for the third day in a row to refill a prescription that you filled last week. 2. Challenges in planning or solving problems. A customer tells you they can't make their favorite cookies because their recipe doesn't work anymore. 3. Difficulty completing familiar tasks at home, at work, or leisure. You find a longtime community resident driving in circles. He explains that he can't find the church and is sure they changed the street names in town. 4. Confusion with time or place. A customer comes into the grocery store and is very confused about where she is, how she got there, and what she is supposed to do while she is there. Or a patient begins to show up at your dental office on the wrong day and time. 5. Trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships. A patient comes to the medical office frequently for falls down steps, on pavement, and at home. 6. New problems with words in speaking or writing. A drugstore customer points to things she needs and asks for that stuff over there. She can't find the right words to clarify what she wants and becomes frustrated. 7. Misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace steps. A customer sets down their purse or wallet, cannot find it, and accuses you of stealing it. 8. Decreased or poor judgment. A regular customer withdraws a large amount of cash several times over a few weeks, which is out of character for them. 9. Withdrawal from work or social activities. A regular at bingo starts to have trouble following along and stops coming. Or, as a server at the local cafe, you notice that one of the Thursday coffee regulars isn't coming anymore. 10. Changes in mood or personality. Someone who has been easygoing seems angry every time they enter the store. Or, a woman who has been independent for many years calls the police because she believes someone is climbing in her windows. She cries and seems very fearful. Effective communication strategies and techniques. Address individuals by name and introduce yourself. Use simple language. Maintain eye contact. Use gestures when appropriate. Respect personal space and allow time for processing. Allow them time to respond and employ visual aids when necessary. Train staff to see past challenging behaviors. Handle disruptions discreetly while upholding the customer's dignity. Module 6. Review. Top 10 low or zero cost ways to encourage older adults to become patrons. 1. Keep entrances and exits free of dirt, snow, leaves, clutter, and other obstacles. 2. Ensure staff are aware of the needs and challenges faced by older customers. 3. Place products on shelves that are accessible or provide help to reach items. 4. Offer a phone-in or online ordering system with delivery or curbside pickup. 5. Offer extra customer service tools. For example, a drink of water, magnifying glass, and pen and paper at the service counter to provide an alternate option for communication. 6. Sell products and portion sizes that are tailored to older adults. 7. Have a place where customers can sit and rest. 8. Allow customers to use restrooms. 9. Provide the ability to contact your business by phone. Provide a person at the end of the telephone. 10. Signage. Use large, easy-to-read lettering and good contrast. Example: this way out. Include pictograms as much as possible. Effective communication or customer service tips. Be friendly and polite. Respond timely. Practice active listening and patience. Speak slowly and clearly. Make or maintain eye contact when appropriate. Clearly identify staff with uniforms and/or name tags. simple ways you can help senior customers adjust to today's shopping experience. A comfortable area to sit while waiting, chairs that have arms, easily accessible customer washroom, adequate glare-free lighting. Space, chairs, and tables. Furniture should be high contrast in color to the floors and walls. Offer to help with bagging or carrying out purchases when possible. When thinking about safety, consider the following areas: walkways and aisles, entrances and doorways, parking, sidewalks, curbs. Accessibility and safety. The following are examples of features that enhance the accessibility and safety of your entrances and walkways. Have sturdy handrails on either side of stairs or ramps. Consider non-slip surfaces. Use ramps or flat entryways. The following are examples of features that enhance the accessibility and safety of your entrances and walkways. Ensure parking lot and walkways are free of ice, snow, and other obstructions such as litter, potholes, or debris. Offer accessible parking spaces close to the entrance. Keep floors clean and dry and clean up spills promptly. The following are examples of features that enhance the accessibility and safety of your entrances and walkways. Make seating available immediately inside and outside of the entrance for someone in a wheelchair or scooter to be dropped off or picked up. Never leave stock on the floor. Keep walkways and aisles clear of obstructions. An accessible environment provides equal opportunity for persons with disabilities to acquire the same products and information, access the same places, engage in the same interactions, and enjoy the same services as persons without such disabilities. Disabilities common in adults 65 years and older include physical or mobility issues, vision impairment or blindness, deaf or hearing impairment, cognitive impairment. It's important to note that many disabilities may not be visible and not always obvious at first. Examples of age-friendly business. A physician's office has a live person answering the telephone, staff trained in accessible customer service, including servicing customers with disabilities, sturdy, various height seating, with and without armrests, available in waiting areas and lineup areas, doors and/or door frames that contrast with the colors of the walls. A pharmacy has clear aisles and easy-to-read signage, magnifying glasses to help people read the fine print on product labels, prescription staff who move to a private area if discussion is required, an easily accessible washroom. Staff are trained to be sensitive to customers with varying circumstances. A business office has gradual slope to automatic doors and a large foyer, a receptionist to greet clients and a TTY number available, a large room for private discussions, staff trained in serving seniors and people with disabilities, a website that is accessible, building signage that is clear and high contrast. A restaurant has a drop-off area at the door, a space to move easily between tables for walkers, wheelchairs, or scooters. Tables located away from chilly air vents and chairs are sturdy. Menu items that meet older adults' needs, including lower pricing, smaller portion options that feature fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Menus and bills with easy-to-read print. How do I qualify or participate in the program? A helpful first step is to conduct an age-friendly assessment of your environment, which will help you gain a better understanding of how your business is currently experienced by people of older age. You can request a copy by email. Step 1. Understanding the assessment process. Review the age-friendly self-assessment checklist to increase awareness and to help you get started in making your business more safe, comfortable, and attractive to older customers, and to others who would benefit. Where feasible, the self-assessment checklist should be completed by a minimum of 2 people in your business. Some elements may be more applicable than others, depending on the nature of your business. Step 2. Performing your self-assessment. Now that you have reviewed and understand the process, you are ready to begin your business assessment. Assess each aspect within the self-assessment checklist that applies to your business and give it a rating according to the provided scoring system. This rating system can help you flag areas of excellence and other areas where improvement may be needed. Step 3. Self-assessment results and goal setting. Reflect on the areas where you scored your business. Are there certain areas you rated as no that you know are feasible to adopt? Use the areas of improvement as opportunities to improve. Step 4. Apply for recognition. Tell us how your business is age-friendly by submitting your completed age-friendly self-assessment checklist and application form. The Hanover Age-Friendly Advisory Committee will review your application to determine if your business qualifies for recognition. Applications will be reviewed monthly. If you have made some changes but are not ready to apply for recognition, we would still like to hear about it. We are always looking to promote ways businesses are becoming more age-friendly. Acknowledgement. We are pleased to acknowledge that this project is funded through the Ontario Seniors Community Grant and supported by the Hanover Chamber of Commerce and Downtown Improvement Area. Thank you for taking this Hanover Age-Friendly Business Initiative.